10-year trading week gave a chance for the common European currency to win back some of the losses incurred last week. Additional support for the euro was provided by preliminary data on business activity in August from IHS Markit. Preliminary data on business activity in the euro area turned out to be slightly worse than expected, but still remained positive. Thus, the market's Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index dipped to 61.5 from 62.8. The reading was forecast to decline to 62.2 points. The block's services PMI fell to 59.7 from 59.8, while it was supposed to slide to 59.4. However, due to a significant decline in manufacturing activity, the composite PMI for the euro area slipped to 59.5 from 60.2, while analysts predicted a drop to 59.8. The situation in the UK is slightly different. The manufacturing PMI turned out to be better than expected. It dropped to only 60.1 from 60.4, although economists expected the reading to tumble to 59.1. However, the index measuring the services industry activity came out much worse than predicted. The reading was supposed to slide to 58.8 from 59.6. In fact, it collapsed to 55.5. Thus, the services index affected the composite one. The composite PMI fell to 55.3 from 59.2, while analysts forecasted a decline to 58.9. Nevertheless, this news has had no significant effect on the foreign exchange market. The US dollar is still gradually losing in value. However, the British pound's movement has slowed down. Given such a strong decline in the country's services sector activity, this comes as no surprise. The point is that market participants are awaiting statistics on US business activity, which is expected to be worse than in Europe. Moreover, there is a high probability that US data will be significantly weaker than forecast. Judging by the fact that even downbeat data from Europe has failed to affect the quote's dynamics, we can assume that the US dollar will continue trading downwards, even if US economic indicators are in line with the forecasts. Now let's consider the situation on the charts ahead of the release of US statistics. After hitting the local low of 2021, the euro-dollar pair's downward movement slowed down for a while. As a result, the volume of short positions decreased, and the quotes rebounded to the previously tested level of 1.1700. While correction, the price is likely to face resistance in the form of the 1.1750 level. When this correction is over, the local low of 1.1664 will be zeroed. Last week, amid strong downside momentum, the British currency lost more than 260 pips. As a result, the price approached the local low posted on July 20, and the volume of short positions decreased. The oversold status of the pound sterling led to a technical correction. However, the bearish trend continued. Market participants still expect the quotes to move downwards. However, the volume of short positions will increase only if the price falls below the local low posted on July 20, 1.3570. That's all for now. We keep monitoring the financial market situation. Subscribe to our channel and see you in several hours. We will take a close look at the US trading session.